Hello, everybody. Welcome. My name is Teri, and this is Dr. Gail, Skywalking with Moon. Hi, Gail. How are you doing?
Good. How are you, Teri?
Good, thank you. And we are here today to talk about Arcturians. Dr. Gail has been an experiencer for years and years with the galactics and the star people. And my name is Teri, and my channel is called Holding Your Space. And I have seen galactics since I was about 3 years old. So had a lot of experience with that. And this particular show, the Arcturians that we're doing with you, I really want to focus on Gail and what you know about them, because I feel like you've really had a lot of experiences with them, much more so than I do. Yeah.
Well, I'm going to talk just about the basics first, and then we'll get into more of a discussion of it. So people who, especially new people, know what the Arcturians are. They are an alien species, the Arcturians, and they tend to be, there's 3 different types. They tend to be like a green color, which I've got one picture that can be green, and then there's 2 types of blues. One blue is about our height, human height, and the other blues are really tall. And those are 2 different types. And there's 3 different species of them. Which I just showed you 3 different species, but there are 3 different types and names of them on this Arcturus star system. They are telepathic. They are good communicators. The people, I'm going to go through the characteristics of the people that are here on Earth that kind of are like Arcturian background. They tend to be the black sheeps. They're intelligent, they're intuitive, they're wanderers. They usually are isolated because they're different. They enjoy traveling. They are loving, compassionate, and caring. You can tell I'm reading. And they might seem cold and distant, so very cerebral. They're not shallow, they're logical and analytical. And these are kind of our architects, our engineers, our math people, but they really excel in medical. And that is the Arcturians. And they tend to be extremely quiet whenever I'm on their spaceship. It's the quietest spaceships I've ever been on because they are telepathic. And whenever I'm on or humans on their spaceships, they don't even monitor us because they can hear us. They know exactly where we're because we're so noisy. And but I do think it's kind of funny. But they are the most advanced race in our galaxy, and they have evolved past eating. They use their energies from light, and they are just logical. They only sleep 2 hours at a time or at night, and they do self-replication. They do not mate and have children. They self-replicate themselves, and they take the consciousness and put it in another body.
1 second.
She's a question.
Self-replicating. Does that mean that they would self-replicate like at 29 years old every 100 years, or what does that mean? Like, when would they do that, and what opportunity would give them that?
Well, their bodies, and they're wearing out, and it can be anywhere from 500 years to 1,000 years that they start now. And I'm not sure if this is true. We can read on this, Teri. Okay. Some people have told me, and I'm not real sure, but this might be true. I don't know if they do cloning or if they do where they develop the embryo like a kangaroo, like in a pouch inside themselves.
Oh, marsupial.
So let's see which way they do. And it could be that they do it differently with the 3 different species. But let's see first if they do it.
Okay.
Which way will you do first?
Okay. Do they replicate as a species, or what was it? What was the question?
Cloning, or do they do cloning, or do they do like kangaroos? So which one are you going to do first?
Let's do cloning.
Okay. Do they do cloning? I'm getting a no on that.
I am getting a no too.
So it is like the kangaroos, and I'm getting a yes on that.
Yeah. Yeah. And the kangaroos, but do they do a little bit of cloning?
No. They do a little. Well, let's see. we're reading on this. Do they do? I'm getting no, they don't do cloning, but when I'm talking about kangaroo style, I'm not talking like that there's a pocket that they have. It's like
Oh,
there's inside their body. They develop that fetus or whatever the new body that's coming out is inside their body that develops. It could be like a uterus, but I don't think it is. But just giving you an idea, and it develops, and when it gets bigger and to the point where it can move you can move your consciousness to it. The other body just goes and dissipates.
okay. And then like the different colored ones, the green ones, the 3 different types of green ones, and the others.
It's the
Oh,
3 types. There's one green one and a tall blue and a short blue.
okay. And then are they all in the same dimension, or are there different dimensions for different
They don't identify with dimensions. That is a human
linear?
thing. Yes, a linear thing. Whenever you try to go into that, they're just shaking their heads going, we're all over the place. We can go through all the dimensions and, in seconds and move around. So they do not look at it as a linear thing. It's a human thing that we always have to put things in boxes and lines, and that's just not how it works.
Yeah, they're always telling me that. They're like, Teri, you're thinking in a linear way again.
And they're always saying, oh, you're so human.
Right?
Yeah.
That's funny. Okay, go on. I'm sorry I interrupted you there.
I think that's the basic that I needed to talk about, but I don't know if you want to go into the question that I sent you. I don't know if you want to go into that now or later.
Yeah, let's go ahead and go into that. And I'm going to read it because it's a long question, and it's a lot of good information in there, or good things to question. Okay, so Gail says, I only have one question. It's a whopper. Is Arcturus the transition station, gateway to human souls, time of birth and death, where we do life reviews, etc.? Are the Arcturians the overseers of this process?
Yes, let's see. Well, let's take the first question. What was the very first one?
Let me look at it.
I've got it right here. I've got it here. I can read it. You don't have to. You don't have to go to the screen.
Okay.
So, is Arcturus the gateway for transition? Is Arcturus the transition station? Okay. No, and I'm getting a big yes on that.
I am too. So is it the gateway to human souls, time of birth and death? I'm getting a big yes on that too.
Yeah, I am too.
Yeah.
Wow, that's pretty important. So are the Arcturians in charge of all that? I mean, that means they're in charge of our lives, like when we're leaving our souls and
afterlives.
And wow, that's pretty important role in our human evolution. Of course, I know we decide when we go into review if we want to stay human or go into a different body. I mean, we kind of all subscribe to that in the metaphysical world.
Yeah.
But it seems like that's such an important role to be playing in our galaxy, to be doing that.
It's such a high octave or density, because I want to measure it again, but
Yeah.
they've shown me before that there is this space that we go to when we leave the planet, especially if we've been through a lot of trauma and grief, and that we are suspended in space, or what's the name of that? Stasis.
You see it as space. I always see it as we're going to a school, like they herd us into a school for that stasis, for like to kind of start working through it.
Yeah. And so, but I see healers around us working on us. And I'm always like, oh my God, thank you so much. They're like, no, it's an honor to be here. And I wonder if that's them, the Arcturians, that are doing that. Well, Tyler says yes.
I think it's got to be.
Yeah.
Yes. And also, I got a flash that I have been one of those people.
I agree.
Those healers in those rooms. I bet you have too, Teri.
Oh, Yeah, I didn't think about that because I was asking if I had talked to you and up there, and there it's like, yeah. So
Yes, we've both been healers in that room.
wow.
So we've
Well,
been honored. Yeah, and it would be an honor to help people go through all that. I can see how that's an honor. And I'm
wow.
always saying that I want to be come back as somebody's guide next time. That's already put it out there. So I would be somebody's guide. So, but that room would be kind of interesting to go back to also.
Yeah, yeah, it's a real honor to serve,
Yeah,
when we leave this planet, leave this physical form.
yeah.
And it's an honor to serve here too, though.
Yes, it
So
is.
it's always an honor, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly what we do. We do serve.
Yeah. I don't know if everybody wants it served, but we do it.
That's right. That's right. We got through a lot of things now. Your questions, some of the questions you had, lots of them. Some were, I didn't even understand, Terry. I'll
I
be
know.
going right back to you going, what did you mean by this?
Right. Well, I printed out a bunch of questions because it was basically based on a channeling that I did of them.
Okay.
of
Okay.
Arcturians.
Okay.
So, but I did highlight some since then because I thought, oh, that was a lot. Um,
Well, no, we will never get through all these questions during the show.
yeah, right. So the main ones that I really wanted to know about is they show me that they're coming in, that there are beings, and I've been feeling this for a couple of weeks, coming into our crown chakra and changing our light frequency. And they're not just coming into the crown chakra, into our hearts and our high hearts and our throat chakras, our third eyes, but also in our solar plexus and all the way down. But there's also other beings that are coming in from the base of the spine. And it's like a reprogramming of this, not the soul, but this, would it be the subconscious? It's a reprogramming of our awareness while we're here in the 3D, of our frequency. That's what I would call it.
Okay.
So it's waking up the dimension of the 3D as light workers, and we're just expanding and expanding our light. And as we do so, it expands the light on the planet. And that's why a lot of people are doing the shadow work. A lot of people are having stomach problems. There's a lot of this going on. Some of us might be having the ringing in the ears or the headaches.
Right. Well, I got a big question on that one today, because what I have seen on a lot of extraterrestrials is that they do not have the sacral or the root chakra like we do. Their heart chakra gets larger. So when you're talking about they're coming in from the root chakra, I'm wondering if that has something to them being absorbed into the heart chakra. So I don't know, but that is what I have seen, a kind of a commonality among them. Their chakras are not like ours, and
Yeah.
that they've got these huge heart chakras, and
Yeah.
that they don't have that big, strong. Some don't even have the root or the sacral chakra. So I'm wondering about the ones coming in through the root chakra, if that's something to do with it being absorbed to the heart, or is there some kind of grounding going on there?
I wonder about that too, because, or if it has something also to do with the earth changing, and the frequency of the earth changing, and we're kind of almost changing it. Well, we are changing it, right? As light workers doing there. That's exactly why we're here, to change the frequency of the planet. So let's ask this question. Are the Arcturians inside inner earth and helping us through that respect?
Well, I know they're in inner earth because they were in Lemuria. I'm sorry. I mean, they were in Lemuria, Atlantis. I mean, it was the Arcturians, the Palladians, the Syrians. They were all in that, and they, they were all in those. So, so what was the question? Because I could already say, yeah, they were in inner earth.
Well, and that's what I kind of feel like they're doing too, is it's like it's from both sides, because I feel like the power banks that they left inside inner Earth, and there are many power banks, like under the pyramids, under Mount Shasta, all around the world. These power banks that people are starting to become aware of. As this happens, it activates them as well on the planet for shifts and changes.
So what's the question in that?
Oh, is that the Arcturians coming in from the inner Earth that are doing that? And I guess we already answered that.
Well, I don't think it's exactly just Arcturian. I'm thinking it's the Lemurians. And yes, it's the Lemurians. It's the mixed race. And as I said, the Lemurians are not, they're a mixed race of the Arcturians, the Palladians, the Syrians. And so it's a mixed race, Lemurians. And they're, as a collective, they are the ones coming up is what I'm getting.
Yeah, that's what I'm getting too. Everything you said, it's like just going nuts. Yeah. This is the yes. Okay. I'm also getting that they're rewiring our crystalline heart energy.
Well, that's a given.
Yeah.
Because as I said, we're expanding it, they're getting larger. Our heart chakras are getting larger as we go. Let's just don't talk about linear dimensions like we want to.
We have to, you guys.
For us to move from different dimensions, we probably need to have a larger heart chakra. Let me just check on, is that true? No, it's not true. Mm-mm.
Do we just have to have awareness, more awareness of our heart chakras?
Yes, that's it.
Yeah, that's what I get too. And then what about recoding? Like the program of the soul or recoding. So here comes something esoteric that I hadn't really thought of until we were having this conversation is, sometimes we talk about in metaphysics, the program of the soul and the different dimensions because it's linear thinking, but also your oversoul, and then your auric field, your energy body, and then your physical form. So as we reprogram all of these densities within us, what does that mean? Does that change our true soul? Our true divine light is always one, right?
Well, I'm getting immediately, Teri, she's complicating this.
I'm so getting there. I like to get into the nuances of it and poke.
And it's going back to what we had talked about earlier. Our souls are the ones experiencing just this human body, and all these things that you're talking about is just an experience, and they're saying it's more complicated. You're making it more complicated than it actually is.
Yeah. It's like you get to, for me, I always get to a certain point, like talking about the quantum field or the oversoul or whatever. And then I'm like, so.
Well, I just thought it was funny. They're just she's making it more complicated. And I'm sitting there going, thank you, because my mind's going.
I know. They're always telling me that. So what about sacred geometry? Let's talk about that.
The Arcturians are the big people about sacred geometry. Oh, am I getting a no on that? They're not. Well, I've always thought they were the sacred. Are you getting a no? I just saw it. You're getting a yes, or are you getting a no?
I'm getting a no.
I can't believe that. I mean, all these years we have thought Arcturians and sacred geometry.
Would it be the Hidarians? This is.
I think it would be the Hidarians. They're not as. But we think the Arcturians. We think the Arcturians because they are the math science, and that's why we have associated sacred geometry with them. But let's see who it would be. Let's see if it's the Greys. Yeah. No.
You don't get the Greys? I get the Greys have a part in it.
No, I'm getting a no on them.
Okay.
Palladians. I'm getting the. Wow. I never guessed the Palladians. It's the Palladians. You're getting a yes on them too.
Big yes on the Palladians. Maybe it's the Palladian great hybrids too that have a big part in it. And I'm getting.
Yeah, I mean, just getting this huge thing. I mean, it's going way out there. A yes on that.
Yeah.
I cannot believe that has just been a destroyed myth.
You heard it here, people. I love that. So, are they protecting us? the
Oh,
Arcturians.
yes, definitely.
Let's talk about that.
Well, well, they're here. Well, they're here to help us ascend. And what exactly do you want to know about protecting us? I mean,
Who
they're
are they protecting us from? How are they protecting us? And how long will they protect us?
oh, they'll protect us forever until we ascend. I mean,
Um,
it's just we're so connected. I mean, we just found out that we are that yeah, they are the transition place. So that means they have an interest in us from birth to death. So they're always going to be interested in us, which I think that in itself, that information is pretty amazing that they are. So they have to look at, I'm hearing that they look at us as their children. I think we might be related to them, or let's read on that.
okay.
Do they think of us as their children? I'm getting a big yes.
Yeah, I
So
understand.
there you go. So it's like a parent, and I get to know this is going big, yes. It's like a parent
Yeah,
taking care of a child. And so that's how
yeah.
they look at us. And so they will always protect us from birth to death.
I feel like they have infinite patience with us.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Yeah. Can you only imagine?
Yes. Well, they don't quite have the same emotions we have,
Yeah.
and they are very interested in our emotions and how we feel things and watching us and them telling me you're so human. I think I've always said I think I'm their entertainment sometimes. Let's see how this human reacts to this. Let's just watch her, like looking at a rat in a maze. Let's watch this human see what she does with this.
So, as each one of us changes our energy bodies, uh, and they have a hand in that, does that change?
Only if they're receptive. I just heard.
Okay. And then will that change the next our descendants as well? Or is that all free choice, free will on each lifetime?
Yeah, I think that's going to be in the free will of each lifetime. I get a yes on that. And
Okay.
they're only here with the people who are receptive to it. Then it's not everyone. And here, the other thing they're telling me is mainly, they're here for the people who have a lot of Arcturian DNA and connecting to it. There's people who might be more Palladian DNA that they are going to connect to the Palladians, or if you're from your past is from Sirius B or the Orions, those you might be connecting with those your family basically a little more than them. So what they're connecting with is mainly, even though they are the transition station and everybody comes and goes from there, there's still more. Some people are going to be more receptive to them than others.
Yeah. What about like I do get a big hit that they're very interested in our senses in the 3D,
Now,
like eating
that's
and
part of
feeling things, touching things.
watching us experience these things. Yes, yes, they
Yeah.
definitely are.
Yeah. It's like they get real excited about it. Like, oh my God, she's having so much fun, or she's so scared.
Yeah,
What-
we're entertaining.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's always like they're showing me right now. It's watching a toddler, like watching a toddler get in and out of stuff. That's how it is when they're watching us, like eating, and how we experience things, how excited we get, or how frustrated. It's just like we're watching a 3-year-old who's having a temper tantrum or who's laughing.
Yeah. I can see that. I wonder if that's why, like, I feel like creatives are so drawn to energy. Like, they have such a strong energy, like Mozart, Prince, Da Vinci. They have such a tapping into that creative mind.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So they must really enjoy them and give them a lot of energy.
Well, they probably were receptive to them at a much younger age when they were channeling, well, not channeling, but when that information was coming in, they were probably going, I don't know where it came from, but I'm putting it on paper and I'm doing this. So they probably were just more receptive to it.
So, what can we do to commune or to talk to our Arcturian guides and to get more guidance or be um, to understand the guidance that we're getting to be receptive to it?
Um, not exactly sure how to
Like,
answer
can we
that.
how can we communicate with our Arcturian guides?
Well, I'm not sure that you need to communicate. You might not have an Arcturian guide. Somebody might
Oh,
have a Palladian guide or a guide for Syrian or a gray guide. I mean, we don't all have Arcturian guides or Arcturian lineage, so that might not be who you connect to. It would be more of a blanket question on how do I connect to my extraterrestrial guide that would be more the question than actually just an Arcturian.
yeah, that makes sense. How do we do that then?
And I don't know. After all that, I don't know.
I'm just laughing inside while you're saying all this because that's such an Arcturian answer. So, like,
Well,
oh my gosh.
but different. It's just like doing meditation. We connect differently. I mean, my
Yeah,
gosh, they really. When I'm in my car driving, it's like I'm a captive audience at that time. Some people wouldn't be. Some people, washing dishes and things, and they can get the information coming in, or walking or running or whatever. So it's just listen to what's coming in, and a lot of times the question is, most of the time when people are beginning, is that my voice? Is that somebody else's? Are they really saying that to me? I think that's the hardest hurdle to get over than anything. And how do you tell people to get over that part of it, Teri?
to get out of or to get over.
To questioning it, is that my voice? Am I just thinking that? Is that a guide telling me something?
Oh, yeah, understanding synchronicities. You really have to use your imagination.
Yeah,
And at the beginning, you're going to think it's just your imagination. But the more you get involved in it and more creative with it, you realize that this is really a synchronicity. Like seeing 1111 or 9999 or whatever.
see, I saw several times 7771.
Yeah.
Okay, 7771. I'm going to have to look that one up.
Yeah. And 711 has always been a sacred number to me. And 29, which is a number 11, which is an angel number.
Right.
But so it's huge the way that we can interact with them.
And how I started also, I was getting messages through music. Through that, a song would pop in my head that I would not be something I would be singing or be identified with, but I would know it, and then I would realize, oh, I need to look at the lyrics of this because they're sending me a message that way. I think that was my easiest way to start was like the synchronicities like you're talking about, and also songs popping in my head for no reason at all to go look at the lyrics because they were speaking to me through the songs, because I stopped to pay attention to why I was getting that song, and it's not even one I like.
Right. And you can't get it out of your head.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. There's so many things that we develop our clairs and remembering and then knowing. Our subtle senses. The more we get involved in our clairs, then you're going to remember. And it's interesting. We've been talking about this for a while, that the people that are awakening right now on the planet are knowing and remembering
right.
who they are. And it's a really fast pace because of the frequency on the planet right now. That, yeah, just coming online really, really fast to everybody that's here. So just know that if you are coming online right now, it doesn't matter what we know. It's how you perceive it, because you're going to know it.
Because I'm one that came online quickly because I've only been doing this for 5 years. So I'm one that went through speed dial.
Yeah.
On my journey.
So I want to ask a question about when I was about 2 or 3, I used to have these entities that would come in, and they were driving, and it looked like a meteor that would come in, an orb, kind of a gray orb, but then the inside was all crystalline energy. Mm-hmm. And they would come in and take care of me. So let's ask if they were the Arcturians.
No, but I saw the Lemurians. Yeah, it's the Lemurians.
Oh, yeah. I get the Lemurians too.
Yeah. You're really connected to the Lemurians. I'm connected to them too, but I'm more connected to the Arcturians, and you're really connected to the Lemurians and the inner earth beings. You're really connected to them.
I love inner earth. I love that zero dimension. that monad, the center, the core, the primordial part.
They're known for their crystal beds, Lemurians.
Oh, that's right. Lemurian crystals.
Right.
Yeah, of course. Of course. Okay. So, is there anything else that we want to talk about with the Arcturians today?
I don't think so. I think we pretty much covered it, don't you?
I think so. Yeah. So, if you guys have any questions about this, once a month we get together and talk about galactics, and then also once a month we get together and we do a Solaris Healing Center, which is galactic healing or star people healing. And do you want to say anything about the Solaris star?
I don't think we'll say that now because we're like now at 30 minutes. So
We are. We're at 30:33 when you said
we're
that.
trying to keep these shows at 30 minutes, everybody, if you're wondering why we're saying that. But join us on Saturdays when we're doing all about aliens or talk about aliens or extraterrestrials. And then the other will be a healing that we're doing, that we channel the extraterrestrials to help healing. And it's called the Solaris Healing Center.
Yeah. And you can tell I'm not Arcturian. You can tell who is here. So see y'all later. Have a great one. Bye-bye.